Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 119 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is so fabulous and I just love the colors I chose today. I love purple, it's my favorite color, so I used a lot of purple in this one. I'm using all Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is just a 10 ply yarn that I've just collected over time from previous projects. You can use any kind of yarn, any double knitting or worsted weight yarn that you have scraps available. In this project we are also using an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we will be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and those are just great tools to use in projects like these. Today's square we are using puff stitches, single crochets, chaining a lot, and it has a written pattern by Jenny over at Messy Mama Makes. So make sure that you check out the written pattern. I'll put the link to that written pattern in the description of this video. It is called Puff Flower Lattice Square. So I'll put that in there. You can click that link and follow along with that today to make this awesome square. I do suggest blocking the square when I was making it. When you stretch it out, if you pinned it down and stretched it out like this, you can see that it makes like this awesome design, the square or the star design in the square. So that looks really cool. But yeah, before we get started, I do want to also mention there are other links in the description of this video along with that written pattern link, but there's a link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, so you can click that and get the link to all 365 days of granny squares. I add a new one every day. If you click the photo, it will take you to its video tutorial here on YouTube, and then if you click on the bottom of the blog, there's a list, I guess, on some of these that do have written patterns. So you will see number 119, Puff Flower Lattice Square by Jenny. So make sure you click that and follow along with that today. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to follow me on those internet sites, those social media sites. And you can share your photo of today's square, of your square that you create, in the comment section on today's Facebook post. And then if you share your photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so that we all can see your fabulous squares in one awesome spot. Be sure to follow me on Snapchat as well. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you say a big thank you to him, and also subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so you can get the update on when he posts our next video. And if you have a chance, go to our channel on YouTube, and on the right hand side there's a blue button that says support. Make sure you click that and support us in any way you can. And thank you to those who have already. Your support means so much, and I couldn't do this without you, so thank you for allowing us to continue with YARNutopia.com. So let's get started in making number 119 granny square. To start off, let's make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold that down and pull that through. Pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start making our square. To start off, let's chain 4, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to come all the way to the front here, this beginning chain right here. We're going to make a slip stitch in there. So insert your hook into that chain and then yarn over and pull through and pull through. So that created a ring. If you know how to make the magic circle or magic ring, you can start that way as well, but I'm just going to make it with this type of ring. And we are going to chain up 1. So yarn over, pull through, 1. Now we are going to make a puff stitch, a mini puff stitch into this ring that we created. So yarn over, go into this ring here, then yarn over, pull through, okay, hold it, yarn over, go back into the ring, yarn over, pull through, okay, so now we have 5 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops, okay, that's our mini puff stitch. And now we are going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, just like that. And we're going to make 8 of those. So puff stitch, chain 1 8 times. So yarn over, go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go back into the ring, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 5 of the loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Okay, just like that, so you can see the mini puffs. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. So that was our third repeat. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 5 loops, and then chain 1. And you can tell that I'm working very loosely, so I'm going in, yarning over and pulling through, and then pulling up, okay? And then yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, pull up, so you have space in there in your loops to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops, okay? So if you do it really tight, then it's not going to work out very well. So then chain 1, and then just continue working your puff stitch to get 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 1. This is 7. And chain 1 and 8. Here is number 8. And then we'll chain 1, and now we're going to slip stitch to the first puff stitch of this round, okay? Not this chain up 1 down here. We're going to actually go into the puff stitch itself, and then yarn over, pull through, and through, just like that. Now, if you are not changing color, slip stitch into this next chain 1 space right after this puff stitch. So right in here, just go into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 1 and go on to round 2 with me. But I'm going to chain up 1 and cut my yarn, because I'm going to change color. So I'm going to continue pulling that through and pull tight. I'm going to go into any chain 1 space, so I'll just go right into this one here. I'm going to grab my new color, hook that on my hook and pull that through, and then like I said, I'll just chain up 1, so yarn over, pull through, just like that. Now for round 2, in each chain 1 space we are going to work let's see, puff stitch, 2, 3 loop puff stitches, and chain 2 in them. So 2 puff stitches in each chain 1 space. So yarn, and it's going to be 3 times now. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and one more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then you'll have 7 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 of the loops, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then we're just going to do that. Yeah, that's what the picture looks like. So that's what we're going to do for this pattern, for this round. So in this next chain 1 space, I know it says 2 in each, but it doesn't look like that in the pattern. So we're just going to put 1 7 loop puff stitch into each chain 1 space and chain 3 in between them. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So hop to this next chain 1 space, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through. One more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through. You should have 7 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 7 of those loops, and then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then hop to the next chain 1 space and do the same thing. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and go in, and yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3 together. Okay, finishing round 2, make sure to chain 3 and then slip stitch to the beginning puff stitch of this round, okay? Not this chain up 1 here. We're going to actually go into the puff stitch and then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now, if you're not changing color, slip stitch into this chain 3 space and chain up 1 and go on to round 3 with me. But I'm actually going to chain 1 here and cut my yarn because I'm going to change my color. So I'm going to pull that through and pull that tight. I'm going to insert my hook into any chain 3 space right here, hook on my new color, pull that through, and then I'm going to chain up 1. And now we are going to put 5 single crochet into each chain 3 space around. So insert your hook into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops on your hook. That's a single crochet. Okay, so again, insert your hook in the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's another single crochet. So we want to put 5 in this chain 3 space. So that was 2. This is 3. You insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 4. And this is 5. Just like that. Then we are going to hop to the next chain 3 space, so skip over this puff stitch and just put 5 single crochets in this next chain 3 space. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, hop to the next and just do that all the way around, putting 5 single crochets into each chain 3 space. Super easy round. And then I'll meet you up at the end of round 3. We will go on to round 4 together. When you come back around, when you put your last 5 single crochet in the chain 3 space, you want to come back around and slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round. So right here, just insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through and through. And now we can go on to the next round. If you are not changing color, slip stitch into the next 2 stitches and then chain up 1 and go on to round 4 with me. But I'm going to change color, so I'm going to chain 1 here, cut this yarn, pull it through, pull tight. I'm going to insert my hook into any middle single crochet of the 5 single crochet groupings in each chain 3 space. So right here, you can see here there's 1, 2, and third one right here. And we're going to insert our hook, grab our new color, hook that on our hook, and pull that through. Okay, then we're going to chain up 1 and then single crochet into that same stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to chain 6. The train is so loud. Okay, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are going to skip 4 stitches. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then single crochet into this middle single crochet of the next 5 single crochet groupings. So right in here, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're just going to repeat that sequence all the way around. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, go into the next stitch, which should be the middle single crochet in the next 5 single crochet grouping, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 for a single crochet. Then again, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then skip 4 stitches and single crochet in the next stitch. So do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 4. We'll go right on to round 5 together. Okay, when you're finishing round 4, you want to skip these last 4 single crochets here. And in the written pattern, I'm going to go by what the written pattern says. So it says to chain 2, so 1, 2, and then put a double crochet into the beginning single crochet to join. So yarn over, go into the first single crochet here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So what that does is that ends you up in the middle of this chain 5 space here, which should be a chain 5 space, but that double crochet would count as your last 3 single crochets, if that makes sense. So now we're going to go on to round 5. You want to start in the middle of any chain 5 space, which I'm already in the middle of this one, so I'm not even going to change color here. I'm just going to start right here. And we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through 1, and then we're going to go into this space down in here, and we're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Just like that. Just created a single crochet in there. Now we're going to chain 5, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So right in here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to chain 7, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So right in here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then we're just going to repeat that again. So we are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the next chain space. I think I said chain 5 space. These are actually chain 6 spaces, sorry. Just single crochet in the next chain space there, and then chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next chain space, and then finishing this round, round 5, we are going to actually chain 3, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and then the pattern says to treble crochet into the first single crochet to join your round. So a treble crochet is yarn over twice, and then go into that stitch, that first single crochet here, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. So now you are in the center of this last space, which counts as a chain 7 space. Okay, so now we can go on to round 6 here, and we are going to make our corners, which actually the chain 7 spaces of this last round are our corners. So you can start to see that it is forming our square. If you stretch it out a little bit, you can see that our square is forming. So now we're in the corner of the square right now, and you can change color if you want to. Just fasten off here, chain 1, and then cut the yarn, and then attach your new color into any corner space here, which I actually might just do that. So I'm going to fasten this off. If you're not changing color, just chain up 2 and go on to round 6 with me. But I'm going to change color. I think that this is a good spot to change color. So I'm going to chain 1, cut that, pull that through, insert my hook right back into that chain 7, well, that mock chain 7 space, this space right here. Grab my new color, hook that on the hook. I'm loving the purple today. I'm obsessed. Okay, then chain up 2. So yarn over, pull through 1 and 2. Okay, I'll have to sew that in a little later. And now what we are going to do is put 4 half double crochets into the same space here. So yarn over, go into the space, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of the loops on your hook. Okay, that is a half double crochet. So we have to put 4 in there. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 of the loops. So that's 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's 3. And last one here, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, so we just put 4 half double crochet in there, but that chain up 2 counts as a stitch, so essentially it looks like there's 5 half double crochets into that space right there. Now we are going to put 5 half double crochets into each chain 5 space. And let's see here, so right into this next chain 5 space we're going to put 5 half double crochets. So skip over the single crochet here and just put 5 half double crochets into this chain 5 space here. So again, a half double crochet is yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 of the loops on your hook. Okay, Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then in the chain 7 space right here, we are going to make our corner, which is 5 half double crochet, chain 2, and 5 half double crochet in there. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then chain 2, so yarn over, pull through 1 and 2, which is our corner, and then we are going to put 5 more half double crochet in that same chain 7 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. Now we're in the next chain 5 space on the side here. We are going to just put 5 half double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're in the next chain 7 space, which is our corner. So put 5 half double crochet, chain 2, and 5 half double crochet in there. And then we're going to go into the next chain 5 space and put 5 half double crochets in there, and then make our next corner. So do that all the way around. If you need to, reference the written pattern, but I'm just going to do this all the way around, and I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 7 together. All right, when you're finishing this round, you want to put 5 half double crochets in this beginning chain space, because we only put 5, well, we only put 4, but that chain up 2 counts as a stitch, so essentially 5 are in there. So we had to put 5 more because that is a chain 7 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then slip stitch to this beginning chain up 2 right here, 1, 2, just slip stitch to that. And then if you are not changing color, chain up 1 and go on to round 7 with me, but I'm going to change color. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn, pull that through, pull tight, grab my new color, insert this hook right back into this same stitch, okay, that same chain up 2 right here, I'm going right back in there. Okay, we're all going to start in the same spot. I'm going to grab my new color, hook that on my hook, and pull that through, and then I'm going to chain 1, so yarn over, and pull through, and then I'm going to put a single crochet in the same spot, so in the same stitch right in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops, just like that. Then we are going to single crochet into the next 14 stitches. So if you need to count, do that. So insert your hook right into this first one. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're just single crocheting. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so now we're at the next chain 2 space here of the corner. So in the corners we're going to put 2 single crochet, so 1 and 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 2 more single crochet back into that same chain 2 space. So 1 and 2. That's our corner. And now we are going to single crochet in the next 15 stitches. If you have to, move this over so you can see this first stitch right here. Single crochet in the next 15 stitches until you hit the next chain 2 corner space, and put 2 single crochet, chain 2, and 2 single crochet in the corner space, and then single crochet in the next 15 stitches. And just do that all the way around. If you need to, reference the written pattern that is available to you in the description of this video. But I'm just going to continue single crocheting around this square, and I'll meet you up and we'll fasten off together. When you come back around, you want to finish off this last corner, so put 2 single crochet, chain 2, and then 2 single crochet back into that same corner, chain 2 space. And then to finish off, we'll fasten off by slip stitching to the very first single crochet of this round. Right in here, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And now to fasten off, we just chain 1, cut our yarn, pull that through, pull tight, grab our yarn needle, and sew in this end, just like so. And so you should sew in your ends. You know, I like to sew them in after every round. Sometimes I wait till the very end of my square and sew in all my ends at the same time, but just make sure you sew in your ends after you finish a square, or anytime during making your square, because you don't, if you're going to attach these and make a huge blanket, you don't want to have to sew in a bunch of ends at that time. You'll just be kicking yourself. So there you have it. Our granny square is done. That is number 119. So thank you so much for watching, and I want to say a big thank you to Jenny for allowing us to use this pattern in this big project. It turned out so fabulous. You may need to block this, so what I would suggest is pinning it down to a towel or a piece of foam or something, and then pinning it, and then spraying it with a bunch of water, letting it dry, and it should keep its shape. Some people like to put mixtures in their water or starch these or something, but you can block it however you'd like. There are video tutorials online to show you how to do that as well. But I want to say thank you again for joining me in this huge project and making our 365 days of granny squares. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy hooking!